They had weapons. They had their food. Their whole family. That's not. These people just move in pride, man.
Quick side. This is Luke 17:26, and as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man. They did eat, they drink, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark. And the flood came and destroyed them all.
We can bring this out every single week we out here, because that's what these people still doing. Motherfuckers still getting married, partying and shit. Bachelor's parties, bachelorette parties. Everybody getting drunk. Everybody trying to turn up on the weekend. You know, personal testimony. Bitch hit me up trying to get some smokes off me, man. I'm like, I don't fucking smoke, bitch. I was like,
I'm gonna ask him because he's black.
Yeah, basically. I'm like, you texting the wrong dude, man. That's the spirit these people is in. They just wanna have fun, you know. And if you're not having fun, you lame, or there's something wrong with you. You know, as we got our backpacks on right now, we got our scriptures in it. You know, whatever else we got, we're considered weird for that. You walking down the street with a backpack on, oh, that nigga must be going to work out, or that nigga must be homeless or something.
You stole some Phillies and some Skittles from the gas station.
Nah, that nigga a thief.
Verse 9, Revelation 18:9. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, the great city Babylon, the mighty city, for 1 hour is her judgment come.
So when these heathen nations, they gonna see you get that when these great nations, when they see America left with nothing but ash and smoke, they're gonna be over here. They're gonna be mourning because all their money and their assets is over here. You go look at those there's motherfuckers. You got East Indians, those rich. Some of the rich East Indian families, you know, they got companies over here and shit. They got Lil Habibi over at 7-Eleven. You know, they got 20 7-Elevens and down and over in Bedford and shit. You know, they got then you got Ishmael. He got him some gas stations over there. There's one ringleader father over there in Yemen somewhere. He got all his cousins, nephews, and sons down here working and shit. He over there, they bringing back all the money.
Like a king, man.
Basically, that's how they're living good. That's why when we go to these other countries, you see a fucking Saudi Arabian prince. Who they selling their oil to? They ain't selling it to themselves, or else they wouldn't be rich. All right, and you look at them on the internet and shit. They all balling out, driving Ferraris and shit. How they get all that money? Yeah, they got pet cheetahs and shit, man. Pet lions. How they accumulate all that wealth? They got all that from selling it to these foolish Americans. You know, then this stupid ass country outsources all their jobs back to those other countries out in China and shit. So it's just a big stupid cycle. But when this place goes down, all those countries gonna be crying. They gonna lose a lot of jobs and a lot of revenue.
Yeah, because all of them Saudi Arabians, they're in bed with the Bushes and also with America. And the brother mentioned. He mentioned something along the lines of that, because they have these gas stations. They're supplying America with gas and oil, and they have their family members running gas stations over here. And like he said, they get that money and they send it back over to their country.
It's like a production line, just one just straight line from America straight there.
God, all of these nations are sending. Almost America is basically 80% of 80% of import and about 20% of export. You know, so almost everything that you buy in America, it was imported from another country.
It gets shipped here. I do the boxes, bringing in the stores. I look on the boxes. What's all the company under the company logos where it says it came from? What country you got shipped over from? China. India, Pakistan, Mexico, fucking Italy and shit. Everything is coming over here. You know, this place doesn't produce anything.
I got on this watch right here, and it said, what does it say?
What, Pakistan?
No, made in China.
China, yeah. China's a big. American flags is made in China, man. That's a fucking joke, man. That's a joke, man.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and
the people.
For Jeremiah.
Yeah.
earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world.
Well, you know, hold that. I'll just get to Jeremiah 51:9. Yeah, scrap that. Get the Jeremiah.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Because the Bible says to be occupied in prophecy, and when you see these things happen, the whole reason why Yahweh Shai said, when you shall see wars and rumors of wars. You know, that was to help us to identify what time that what times we will be in when the end is drawn nigh.
He had some shades on. He didn't say that.
What he said?
Nothing.
Nope.
So, this is verse 3 again. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is mine, for like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
This is time that we're living in. The end is a the end is manifest, because we was warned of this. We were warned of this aforetime. You know, all the prophets been saying this. All the prophets been letting you know shit was gonna go down here in the times that we're living in. You know, because the way that this society is structured, it's literally impossible. Even if the fucking presidents and citizens and shit wanted it, well, they do want it to go on, but this society literally can't last like this. It just literally can't. It's like a dude with a torn ACL and a busted kneecap trying to run still. He might be able to hop his way 5 feet, but eventually he's going down, and that's America.
Torn ACL.
Torn ACL. You can't go nowhere. This is America. America's finished. It's a it's a car running on gas, running on fumes. The shit says eat, but the vehicle's still going, trying to make it past the stoplight, but it's not gonna make it. What you got right now?
Revelations 18 and 18.
You got me. You got me.
And cried when they saw her, the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto a great city? And they cast dust on their heads.
So this
and cried. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is going back to what I brought out a couple minutes ago, how the nations are gonna bewail and mourn this place going down.
Because the nations rejoiced when this place was set up, and when they took us into slavery, they rejoiced and they sent gifts to each other.
Because they made little comments here and there saying, "Oh, y'all got Negroes in slavery. Y'all should." The only time they said that they should stop abusing us was when they put it on TV in the '60s when we was getting bit up by dogs. But besides that, they don't give a fuck about us, man.
And to add, all of the reason why all of these kings of the earth, these princes of the earth, the reason that they were able to live deliciously with the whore is because they sent all of their goods here. And who are the main ones buying them? The main ones that buying them, the biggest consumers is the poor, which is the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. We're the poor, so they actually got rich off, all of them together got rich off having us in slavery, in bondage in America.
I'll say something real quick. I learned, you know, sometimes you just try to learn to see how you can make things, you know, just little things. The best thing is a little bit from a lot of people is more than a lot from one person. You know, meaning you get the masses to buy weaves. You only gonna get if you got a millionaire buying one, millionaire female buying one weave or 10 weaves, that's cool. But when you get millions of black women buying weaves for, if you say for $1, it's still more than what that woman gonna buy for with a millionaire. So basically, what I'm saying, we are consumers, and they know what we are. So basically, being in this time, we know that Americans are consumers and not, you know, we import, we don't export. You know, they bring in their cars, we're bringing the clothing or maybe the fabrics come in from it's been, you know, that's how these countries are making. They're making. You got something for that?
I must get this. I must get this.
Drop it.
Because Esau, the rich elites that run the society, they know that the people that they have in their grips is the Israelites, and they also know that we bear the curses of Deuteronomy. So I must need get this, because they're using this to their ability to get wealth and riches and to make money. So this is Deuteronomy 28 and 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which Yahweh shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
We're in want of all things from Esau and his system and these heathens.
So he know that we're under the curse and we got to rely on him to buy our things.
Because even us brothers in the truth, you know, if we get stuff that's good for you, like healthy food and shit, it's still coming from our enemies. They're still the ones who own it. But then also for these stupid ass Edomites, these heathens, but when they buy shit that's so-called American made, it costs more than the stuff that's made outside of the country. You know, so we're especially in want from all of our enemies. We got these clothes from them, our shoes, the camera. You know, we went down in slavery. And that's a situation we had to live in now, you know, because we're still slaves under these devils. No matter what anybody tells you, just because you can buy your slave card, your slave ID, and go to Puerto Rico and Costa Rica and fucking wherever the hell else, Europe, that doesn't mean you're not a slave.
You gotta bring your ass right back here.
Yep.
After either a week or a 2-week visa.
Yep. Because your job will fire you.
And you got. You got some countries that only allow you to come to their country on a 2-week tourist visa.
Yep.
You know, so some people will get a work visa, but even let's say for instance you get a work visa to work in the country for a year. After that year is up, you gotta take your black ass right back to America, man. You gotta go right back to America, which means what? That means that you're a slave to that place. Well, why, if you really had freedom, why do you have to purchase a passport to leave this place? Why do you have to have an identification card to roam around? Why do you have to have a driver's license to operate a motor vehicle?
That's like having papers to go to one plantation to another plantation.
That's it. That's all it is.
Shit, in the movie, when we went and saw it, Birth of a Nation, the woman, Nate Turner's wife, she got beat because she didn't have her papers on her because she was out away from the plantation doing work for the master.
Well, she was really only in the
She got raped.
Yeah. She got raped and beat.
And that goes to show you that Esau can do whatever the hell he wants to. Cause she was on her owner's property, but they went ahead and ravaged her anyway.
Yep, still beat her. You know, and that's what happens to these Israelites that is out here getting stopped by the cops. You can show them your ID anyway, they'll still blow your brains out back of your head.
Right, they'll blow your brains out because you are under their rule. It's just like at a time of it's like Esau is we have to basically deal with Esau at this point because the Most High put him above us.
God.
That we have to. Like Nebuchadnezzar, he made us serve Nebuchadnezzar, and if you didn't want to serve him, the Most High will fuck you up because he told you. And we are basically Nebuchadnezzar at this point, and which means the rulers we have to not saying obey because we have to revolt against them.
Not get down and worship.
Not worship these bastards, right?
Yeah.
So, but we're gonna have to actually sit under slavery under these devils. But the Most High let a beacon of light out of all this bullshit. There's light under this darkness. That the Most High is uncovered. It's just that candle that's on that hill, that's shining. So it's still, that's what the brothers out here doing. You got little candles in each city, each state that's out here prophesying a downfall, because at the end of everything, there are the prophets standing out here on the corners that's preaching this word. And that means the downfall of a kingdom is coming. That means the rulership of the Israelites are coming. The rulership of our people are coming. And it's time for this day hey, look, the Lord is not making Russia or Putin ramp this shit up. Ezekiel 37, what's that? Yeah, 37, 38. 38 is prophesying what Russia is about to do, because that's the prophecy of Gog and Magog. So what's about to happen is Russia is ramping up. They never stop making those nuclear weapons. That's how the earth is going to be cleansed by those nuclear weapons, and that's how it's going to be purified. Because what fire do, it purifies everything. But the Lord and He's so not even a genius. You can't call it a creator a genius when He created.
That's an understatement.
That's omnipotence.
That's omnipotent. He's the greatest thing that ever. Hey, He made His Son to do everything else. I gave Him the power to create everything else, but I made Him who is esteemed above everything. I esteem my Son above everything, and His name is above everything. That's why you got to glorify His Son, which you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, who is a black man, by the way, because the scriptures depict that.
Hey, well, Daniel 7:14 talks about how they brung Yahushua before the Lord, and He gave Him dominion over everything. Over everything.
Over everything. And He has dominion over this. Hey, look, He say, what did the scripture say? He said He stretches the curtain of the heavens. So while we right here talking and doing the work, doing what we're supposed to do, because it says we have to go to the highways and byways, you Israelites, because we are the Israelites. He's out there still in the heavens, making new places for us. Making new places for us to do what we got to do. Because 1,000 years we're going to take all these nations into slavery. For 1,000 years, because we have been put into slavery. For all these incarnations, all these times that we've been put into slavery, all these years, for the last 400 years to this point, He prophesied these things. That's why the spirit of Yahushua, which is ignorantly called Jesus Christ, is the spirit of prophecy, which is to say before why are we doing the same with